Don't mess up the drill, no.
I never do that.
Don't mess up the drill, no. I grew up in the small town of Alachua, Florida, with my mom and dad, Walter and Adrian Peterson. At the age of 4, my mom and dad realized I wasn't talking and speaking as much as the other kids. So by the time I turned 5 and started kindergarten, they put me in speech therapy, and that's when they came to the conclusion that I have a speech impediment. So I continued to go to speech and got in high school, a tremendous high school career, and even at Georgia Southern had a speech therapist. Their player Tracy Ham from my high school also, but played here at Georgia Southern. He recruited me here. So came up on my visit. Georgia Southern at the time ran the same offense that I ran in high school. Statesboro is kind of like the hometown I grew up in, small town, and I just kind of fell in love with it. Yeah, I have a lot of stats, a lot of awards, but the one thing I remember most about my time here at Georgia Southern is winning. Being able to have such a winning record speaks volume, not necessarily myself, but the people I had around me, including our coaching staff, our training staff, but more importantly, our players, because a lot of them maybe didn't get some of the recognition that they deserve, but understanding every year we left with some type of hardware, whether it was a conference champion or national championship ring.
Being the first to accomplish something is nothing new for GSU fullback Adrian Peterson, who just this past weekend rushed for over 300 yards and 5 touchdowns. Monday afternoon at Mickey Mantle's restaurant in New York, Peterson became the first Eagle and first ever sophomore to win the Walter Payton Award, which is given to the top player in all of Division I AA football.
It was a huge honor. Being a running back, Walter Payton was a guy I kind of idolized my game after. My first year playing football, I was number 34, and part of that was Walter Payton. The other 2 guys were Herschel Walker and Bo Jackson. So all 3 guys were number 34, so I tried to add a little bit of their game into my game, and being able to win the Walter Payton Award, it was a huge honor. Even signing here at Georgia Southern, I always knew and understood that if you was good enough, they would find you. They meaning the NFL. It was a great experience. I was a 6th round draft pick by the Chicago Bears. It was a bit different, the culture shock. Growing up in Florida and playing college ball in South Georgia, Chicago is a lot colder in the winters. But making that adjustment and again realizing that it's just a game. Continuing to do the same thing I did in high school and college and make that transition to the NFL. So I thought I finished up playing. I started training kids, and then I opened up a training facility up in the Chicago area, All Pro Sports Performance. Finished writing the book, started promoting that, and then started doing motivational speaking. Did that for a number of years and got a call to offer a position back at Georgia Southern. So I've been here now going on 5 years. And the official title again is Director of Student Athlete Development. Part of that is helping our freshmen make that transition from high school to college as they continue on, making sure that they are taking the correct classes, going to class, and I actually kind of tone in. Of course, everybody has a major, but trying to fine pin on what it is exactly you want to do when you grow up. When you graduate, helping them find an internship. So when they graduate, they're not going back home to mom and dad and trying to figure it out. We want them to maximize their resources on campus. Yeah, you locked in?
Oh, it's locked in.
Okay. How you doing? You good? You doing good. How you doing? Good. How the guys been?
Just getting here a little late. You're all right?
Worthy. So my wife, Angela, she's a Georgia Southern graduate. My kids, Aiden, Amelia, and Alana. And my oldest son, AJ, passed away at the age of 7 from brain cancer. So he's still living with us. We still celebrate his birthdays and laugh a little bit, cry a little bit. But He's still with us, just not physically, but spiritually, he's still with us. But as a father, I think you are the head of the household, so I continue to always put family first because, they are the most important thing I have on this earth. I think giving back is in my DNA. My mom and dad did it. I think my dad coached like 40 years in our youth department, whether it was football coach, basketball coach, and our street that we grew up on was renamed to Peterson Place. And it doesn't have anything to do with my success or my older brother's success, but it's about the community hours that my mom and dad gave back. And I think it's important. I know I was blessed with the tremendous support system. And again, I just want every kid to have some type of support, whether it's on the football field, baseball field, academically, to have somebody they can reach out to or look up to for some type of motivation. It doesn't matter what college you go to, what high school you go to, what elementary school you go to, what neighborhood you grew up in. If you put in the work, you can be successful. And the harder it is, the better it feels when you make that transition.
Please join me in a round of applause for the newest college football Hall of Famer and Eagle legend, Adrian Peterson.